Okay, we're back in the shop today doing some preventative maintenance on our garage rescue Miata. Not normal preventative maintenance like an oil and a filter. Instead, we're going to be changing wheel studs today. So why wheel studs on our Miata? Aren't the ones that came with it totally fine? So maybe for a street car, but for an autocross car like this where we're changing wheels a couple times a month, wheel studs are actually a wear item. It's not just the lug nuts that wear out, it is what they screw onto here. And the studs in our Miata were just getting kind of chewed up from changing wheels so many times. At the same time, while we're in there replacing them, we figured why not upgrade, which is why we're going to go to some extended length bullnose ARP studs from Miata. Besides being stronger and of higher quality metal, higher quality materials, they're longer, which makes changing wheels easier. It's easier to get them up on the hub. You're not kind of struggling with it as much. And this bullnose means that you can basically just throw a lug nut on and it'll be lined up and resist cross-threading or any of the other issues you can have starting a lug nut on a stock stud. So we're going to go ahead and put these in the car today, and since we have to pull the calipers anyway to do this modification, we're going to go ahead and also put some brake pads on the car from Miata. This is a set of Hawk HPS, which should be a perfect kind of compromise street autocross brake pad. So why talk about Miata? Well, first of all, they're the sponsor of our video, and we always love to support people who support our channel and our magazines. So thank you, Miata, for that support. But they're also a great resource for any Miata owner because they have a really extensive catalog. Everything from wheel studs, brake pads, intake, exhaust, trim, bumper lips, just any kind of thing you could think of for a Miata. Tops, stereos, seats, they sell, and they make it really easy to own a 30-year-old car like this. And Miata isn't just for somebody playing with a used car like this. They actually cover people restoring Miatas because, again, these cars are pretty old at this point. Patch panels, trim, interior parts, things that you would have only thought people with little British cars would be buying, they now make and sell for Miatas like this. If you want to learn more about Miata, it's mossmiata.com, and I'll put a link in the description of the parts we've used. So do wheel studs actually break in half and throw wheels off your car? As long as everything's properly torqued, that almost never happens. But what they do is they kind of get sloppy and the threads get boogered up from sliding wheels across them, and it makes it more likely that you're not going to torque them properly. So you can see here, part of this is from hammering the stud out, but you can also see the threads are a little boogered up from, a couple hundred wheel and tire changes. Not always in perfect conditions. Sometimes there's dust and dirt and stuff that gets in there, and always in a hurry because you're always in a hurry when you're getting ready for an autocross. So these longer studs, they help in a couple ways. First of all, the bull nose prevents cross-threading the lug nut. The longer thread means that the entire lug nut is carrying the force, not just the first 4 or 5 threads like on some applications. And they're made out of better materials and better metal, and they are stronger. So how do you install wheel studs on your Miata? First step, remove all the brakes. Zip tie the calipers to the A-arm so they're out of your way. Put the brake rotors onto the bench. You won't use them until later. And then hammer the old studs out. You'll just need kind of any hammer. You can tap them right out. You can use a ball joint press or something like that if you prefer, but I've never had an issue just hammering them out. After they're out of your way, you can go ahead and tap the new studs in. I like to kind of just give them just barely a little tap to get them seated, and then you'll use a tool called a wheel stud installer. This is just a little bearing with a little tapered cone to receive the lug nut. You'll put that over the stud, tighten it down, and just like that, you have studs installed in your Miata. So you might notice that there are dust shields in the way depending on your car and how boogered up they are from previous owners. You can usually bend those out of the way or tap them with a hammer to make enough room to get the stud out, or even break out the Dremel if you have to. Usually not that big of a deal, and a little extra smack usually solves any dust shield issues. So why do brake pads at the same time as wheel studs? Well, they're not actually related, but because you're pulling the brake calipers off anyway, there's no reason not to go ahead and change pads if you're planning to do so in the future. So thank you, Miata, for having such a broad catalog, and thanks for sending us some wheel studs. Until next time, we'll see you at the track.
Want to see more content like this? Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video. And for more information, visit us online at grassrootsmotorsports.com.